how do you biggie size your promotions? Well, that's what we're going to talk about in this lesson. Earlier in module number 1, I talked about the different pricing strategies. And one of the things that I mentioned was a trial. But you'll notice how in the marketing that I've talked to you about so far, I haven't mentioned a trial. And in fact, I've heard me say that I don't like trying to sell annual subscriptions either, because I think you'll have a much higher conversion rate for selling a monthly subscription. But that is a general overview. So one of the things I always recommend is test. You may see your conversions don't dip that much as it relates to selling an annual subscription versus a monthly, so you may want to test and try it. But I always like selling monthly. That's just my personal preference. But you haven't heard me at all talk about trying to sell a trial. The reason is generally I don't like trials because it attracts a lot of tire kickers, and it means a lot of support headaches that nobody wants to deal with, because remember, low stress is one of my top priorities, right? Well, there is a way to use a trial, and that's as a downsell to any promotion that you run. So let's say you do your big public promotions, and afterwards you're going to have a list of people who have opted in either for your list builder, your video series, or your webinars who did not buy. So one great thing that you can do is follow up with those people with a downsell offer where they can try your membership for a low fee. So $1 for a 7-day trial, for example. The whole goal here is that we want to try to get people who have expressed interest in your content, so they're qualified to a certain extent. We want to make it even easier for them to get in the door with the trial promotion. And what you're going to find is you will have a whole bunch of new people join the membership who are joining based on that low dollar trial. Now, you will see a much bigger drop off of those people who try the trial. So again, typically the best way to structure it is $1 for a short period of time, like a 7-day trial. Then after the 7 days, that's when the monthly fee then kicks in. Does that make sense? So it's $1 for a 7-day trial. After that 7-day period, on the 8th day is when the monthly fee would then kick in. If they don't want to continue their membership, then obviously they would cancel their membership site accordingly. But it gives people a chance to experience the value of what you're going to provide. And it gives you a chance to get a whole bunch of additional people who have already, not signed up. Gets a whole bunch of those people in the door, and it gives you a chance to knock the socks off of even more people. So I like using trials as a downsell offer after a promotion. But make the window of the trial short, and then just make sure you have a great onboarding experience, which we're going to talk about in some of the upcoming lessons of Module 4, which is the retention. But this is a great way to biggie size your marketing because it gives you another boost by adding people who didn't get in during the regular promotion. Maybe we're on the fence, and it gives them a reason to try it even more. Then when they get in and they experience your core training, your success path, and they have the clarity that they need, they're going to be thinking, oh my gosh, I absolutely need this. And especially even when you add in some of the community components, if you include a community, which we'll talk about in the retention side of things. So that's a great way to biggie size your promotions. Now in the next lesson, I'm going to talk about how you can launch a membership site on the down low when it's your very first membership. We'll talk about that coming up in the next lesson. I'll see you soon.